There are many expectations of what IT can do, and this is the topic of our masterclass today. And it's going to be on driving value through IT transformation. I'm Jane Cooper, the technology editor at The Banker, and today I'm joined by 4 guests. I have 2 from EMC and 2 from VMware. So it's probably best if they introduce themselves. Shall we start here?
Hello, my name is Elliot Young, and I'm the Director of Transformation Consulting for EMC for Europe, Africa and the Middle East.
Hello, my name is Frédéric Toussaint. I'm Senior Vice President and I'm running global services for EMC in Europe, Middle East and Africa.
Hello, my name's Jason Hill. I work for VMware. I am the VMware Software Defined Data Center Practice Director for Europe, Middle East and Africa.
Hello, I'm Richard Munro. I'm the Chief Technologist for the VMware vCloud Hybrid Service across Europe, Middle East and Africa.
So the first chapter is setting the scene and on the drivers for transformation. So Frédéric, would you like to set us off? What are the drivers for IT transformation?
Yeah, I think there are 3 main drivers, which it's a cloud, it's a big data and mobile. And the big difference, if you look at the main drivers, if you compare with what happened the last 10 years, those main 3 drivers are coming at the same time. And it's going to be a big transformation. And the issue is any IT environment today in any enterprise, they can't keep up with the pace of this change. Previously, we were talking about, I would say, million of applications. Now we are talking about billion of applications, billion of users, billion of applications. And even if you look forward with the Internet of Things, we are going to talk about trillions. And it means that the scale of the environment is completely different. And we need to transform. It's not a question of do we need to do it. It's vital to transform the IT. And the business, they can't keep up with this pace. It means we need to transform because the scale is completely different. And I give you some example as well just to illustrate that. If you take some businesses are going straight from the bottom, like you know, the taxi. If you take the company called Uber, it's completely changing as they are disrupting the local market with the taxi, but they use the technology to do that. They use the big data, they use the cloud environments. I think now it's a question of, it's vital for the company to change that. And the IT department, they can't keep up with that. The business needs to change. That's really to set the scene.
Yeah, is that something you're saying?
It is, and I think the interesting thing is that the business expectations, as Frédéric said, IT has changed fundamentally, but at the same time we're in a recovering economy. Okay, so that's actually creating this sort of perfect storm of phenomenal business opportunities that businesses can now take advantage of. The thing that businesses expect is that they can react very quickly to those new markets, to those new advantages, and they can actually get into them and get that first mover advantage. Clearly, if IT can't keep pace with the business, then that makes it very difficult for them to do that and remain competitive.
And just to add something on that, I do believe that that's a concept of we call about the third platform, and we're going to talk about that as well. But I really believe that software will define everything in the future. Even the cars industry, software-defined cars, is going to be completely different. You will see in 10 years time frame, I'm pretty sure any company is not going to be a manufacturing company, it's going to be a software company.
Is that something you agree with, Richard?
Yeah, absolutely, and I hear that a lot in the banking sector particularly. So there's a lot of banks, and the CIOs I talk to now, they're actually saying to themselves, am I still a bank or am I now a software house? Because the market's imperative to deliver new business services that require IT capability has never been as fast or as mainstream as it is now. So everyone's having to really look at their business capability and to decide what they need from IT to support that first mover advantage.
So Elliot, what's the best way to think about all of this?
Well, I like to bring a certain structure to approach to transformation because, all of the line of business departments have their own request to speed up and to choose where they consume their IT from. It's no longer the case that their only option is to go to the corporate IT function. They have a lot of choice here. And so in order for the IT function to be able to respond to that kind of challenge, they can start off by looking first of all at infrastructure transformation. And this is mainly about how do you achieve concepts like standardized services, the software-defined data center, and moving to concepts like a hybrid cloud solution. And then on top of that, there are the operational considerations, because of course it's not enough to just introduce some new kind of technology. What we want to make sure is that those technologies are run and operated in the most efficient ways possible. So this is around concepts like introducing a fully automated service catalogue, looking at what sort of orchestration and automation goes behind that, and then implementing models like chargeback and showback. And then once you've got this firm baseline to build on, then the key thing to do from the application side is to demonstrate to the core business units that the IT understands how those applications are run and operated, and work out how can we take up key bits of functionality and put those in the context of this third platform approach, where you have a completely mobile approach to core business applications which can really adapt to whatever infrastructure they happen to be running on.